Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it's time for your daily dose of Ezra Miller, I guess. Big Ezra Miller news. And it shouldn't surprise anyone. Warner Brothers is hoping you're just going to memory hole everything that's gone down with Ezra Miller. They're apparently going to release The Flash, and Miller is apologizing.
Yeah, the first thing I thought was what the other article said was they went with option one. That was the first thing I said. They went with option one.
So Miller's on the apology tour. If you guys remember, about a week or so ago, they said there were 3 options for dealing with Miller, and the first one they were going to try is, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I did all these things.
Yeah, it was going to be, I'm sorry, and then have like a press junket where they answer questions, and then, release the film anyway.
Yeah, because at this point, Warner has like $200 million sunk into this movie. Zaslav said it tested well. And so I mean, we're going to talk about this. Miller is supposedly getting mental help. But what about all the victims? I mean, Miller's done some pretty shitty things.
What about people like Johnny Depp, who got allegedly, in an article and was, fired from Fantastic Beasts?
Yeah, there wasn't a chance to apologize. There wasn't a chance to course correct.
Why would he apologize? He didn't do it.
They didn't put Johnny Depp through a 12-step program, right?
Yeah.
And people are going to be mad. They're going to be mad because they're going to be like, you canceled Batgirl. You canceled Batgirl, but you won't cancel The Flash, and you've got some huge problems here. So let's talk about this. I'm actually not surprised.
Oh no, we all thought they'd go with option one.
Too much money at stake. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture, news, views, and rants. Guys, over 274,000 subs.
Yay.
Thank you so much for the support. We do talk about pop culture. We talk about comics culture, geek culture, all of that. And we've been following the Ezra Miller train wreck for months now. And I think after this movie, the train is going to pull into the station. They're going to do a reset with a different actor. But
that was option 2.
That was option 2. But so Variety broke it, I guess, last night. Flash star Ezra Miller seeking treatment for complex mental health issues.
No shit.
Complex mental health issues. That's what they're calling it. That's what they're calling all of this stuff. In a statement provided to Variety by a representative of the actor.
So you don't even know if Miller wrote the statement.
Miller
supposedly gave this quote, but it was in a statement by a representative. So it was probably written by Warner.
Probably. Miller broke their silence about the troubling behavior that they have exhibited in recent years, which led to a series of legal issues and assault and abuse allegations.
Many.
It's not an isolated incident.
Well, isn't it nice to know that if you abuse and assault people, if you just say, I'm sorry?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's it. That's all you got to do. So why couldn't Johnny Depp just say, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, let's
because Johnny Depp didn't identify the correct way.
Hey.
I'm just saying it because it's the truth.
Miller's got the diversity shield. Actors have been terminated for much less.
There's videos of Miller trying to use the diversity shield.
You can't touch me, I'm trans.
Yes.
When did this happen? Because Miller does not strike me as being trans. Miller just likes to dress in women's clothing in public, and then outside, from just my observations, my point of view, take it or leave it. Miller dresses like a dude and seems to exclusively date and or abuse and or groom girls. I'm just saying.
And that girls that Miller later convinces to be non-binary or trans. So they're girls that say they're boys because Miller said so, but they're still girls.
Confused.
I just thought of that right now when we're talking about it. But apparently that this and the other child that the parents put a restraining order or protection against him for, kept saying about that because that child was non-binary.
Yeah, and we're gonna forget about the all the grooming allegations. We're gonna forget about the cult in Iceland.
About the people getting hit. About the felony
burglary. I mean, come on. Anyway, this is what Miller supposedly says, and it sounds like a robot here. Having recently gone through a time of intense crisis, is that what we're calling it? I now understand that I am suffering complex mental health issues, and I have begun ongoing treatment. I want to apologize to everyone I have alarmed and upset with my past behavior. I am committed to doing the necessary work to get back to a healthy, safe, and productive stage of my life.
He didn't write that. I'm sorry, they didn't write that.
No, this is a guy who's like, I'm gonna transcend reality, and
and just like a month ago, and now I'm in an intense crisis right now, and I'm going to do whatever I need to do. That's not somebody who's in that is that erratic isn't going to write that, but they're going option one. I just love how because. Anybody else? Okay, I love that if you do something like the stuff that Miller's done, saying I'm sorry, I'm getting mental help, which I think is a great step in the right direction. Okay, overall.
Yeah.
That shouldn't negate everything else that's been done. What about all the victims of things that have happened? Because I'm glad that that's true. They had an epiphany and they're like, "Yep, I'm getting help." That's great. But what about all the things that have already happened? I mean, is it going to suddenly just disappear? We're not going to pay everybody off. We're going to disappear down the memory hole. But we fired Johnny Depp.
Yeah, it's going to be like Hail Caesar, which is one of my favorite Coen Brothers movies, Hail Caesar, where Josh Brolin grabs George Clooney, he's an actor, he's been brainwashed by communist socialists, and he starts spouting out this manifesto, and Brolin works for the studio, and he just grabs him and slaps the shit out of him. He's like, you're going to finish the damn picture, just shut up about this stuff, you're going to get back to work. Get your ass out of here. That's what Warner Brothers is basically doing. Like, you're going to finish your damn picture. You're going to stop your shit. We're going to try to do damage control.
Damage control. What about all the stuff that's happened so far? Is it suddenly just going to be down the memory hole?
Yeah. And that's the unfortunate truth here. This is coming from Showbiz 411. This is, who is this? Roger Friedman says, so everything's fine. The people who were allegedly missing or kidnapped are officially out of the story. Yeah. Warner's $200 million Flash movie can be released next June. Nothing to see here, folks. Go back to what you're doing.
Exactly. And like I said, again, Depp was fired for sure from Fantastic Beasts and allegedly from Pirates of the Caribbean over less, just accusations. And he was never even named in the article, which they tried to argue in the court, but it was clearly, how many husbands does Amber Heard have? Everybody knew it was Depp.
Yeah.
So that's even worse in some levels because, you didn't actually name him, you want to argue, then why was he fired?
Yeah. So this is so stupid. This is so stupid because, I mean, look, again, this person has done or been accused of doing so much more than so many other celebrities, not just Johnny Depp, but there have been other people that have been, let go from projects or whatever. And, I mean, we're talking like serious shit, like accused of grooming minors, accused of kidnapping, accused of running a freaking cult out of an Airbnb in Iceland, choke slamming people. I mean, this is some serious shit, and they're just going to hand wave it away.
Go back to Mendelssohn's comment. I thought this was funny. The internet has been opining for months about how they hope Ezra Miller gets treatment and or mental health care. And now that they appear to be getting that help, the internet is only snark about it or explain why Miller is doing it incorrectly. Well, here's the thing, Scott. Like people like us and a lot of people on the internet completely agree that Miller getting treatment is a complete step in the right direction. And everybody thinks that Miller definitely needs treatment because mostly because Miller's going to harm somebody else or himself, okay? Themselves, sorry. Everybody is in agreement, okay? But that doesn't negate all the shit that's already been done. The thing people are worried about is Warner, because they don't want to lose their money for their movie, are going to just, it's just going to go down the memory hole for all the things that have been done wrong. You can't, just because I'm a celebrity, get to be, whoopsie doopsie, I'm getting mental help now, and now everything else goes away. That's what people are saying is the issue. Also, the apology scene's written by PR.
This is PR. I mean, this is the thing. Like, I mean, in other cases, there are celebrities that were, again, accused of stuff, or it was kind of nebulous, or like, was it really that serious? Like, they said something on Twitter, 10 years ago, and they're getting their, deals yanked or whatever. I mean, we saw what happened with James Gunn, and
there seems to be a double standard.
Yeah, there is. But in Miller's case, it's like, I mean, short of Miller literally killing somebody.
I think even then it would
Which is a possibility given what's going on.
Well, mental health issues.
Mental health issues. That's okay. Go see The Flash, everybody. It's great. Mm-hmm. It's got Michael Keaton's Batman in it. You like Michael Keaton Batman, right? Yeah, go see that. I mean, Miller is batshit. And I still think they should call the movie batshit.
Right. And that's an issue. No one's arguing that Miller, is wrong to seek medical help. Everybody thinks that's a great idea and a step in the right direction. Clearly, mental health help is necessitated in this situation. Definitely needs some kind of help. But getting help doesn't automatically mean that everything that has been done up to this point should just automatically be forgiven or forgotten. and people they're going to be like, great, Miller's getting help. And
the general public, I mean, honestly, by the time this movie comes out, because we're still like a year away, by the time this movie comes out, the general public's going to be razzle-dazzled with the marketing. Oh my God, Michael Keaton Batman. Oh, and that guy from Justice League too, but mostly Michael Keaton Batman. That's great. I want to see Michael Keaton Batman again. Yeah, and they're going to market it like it's Spider-Man No Way Home. Like, oh, look, guys, Michael Keaton Batman's back. And if it wasn't completely tasteless and virtually impossible, they could do it. But they'd probably throw in Christopher Reeve Superman, too, if it would get you in that. Because they know people aren't going to see this movie for Miller, The Flash, or they know they're not going to. So they'll just be like, oh, hey, guys, this is a trip down memory lane. Come see Michael Keaton Batman.
Worked for Sony. Yeah. I think this is it's a step in the right direction, but it's nowhere near enough.
It needed to be done 2 years ago.
And people bringing that up aren't people that are just like, you got what you wanted. You all said now it's not good enough. No, it's not. Because if these people get memory hold and these victims get memory hold, that's bullshit. I mean, what about other people who've done things because they legitimately needed mental health help and they couldn't get it or didn't get it? And, they still had to pay for their crimes on top of the mental health issues. Warner's known there's been a problem for a couple of years now and has done nothing until it was going to interfere with the Flash film. And people were really, really, really starting to turn, their back to Warner.
Yeah.
Now it's all just go away. And it's a statement that supposedly came from Miller. There's no evidence that it actually did. Miller isn't standing in front of camera, saying, here's how I feel.
Well, even if Miller did, Miller's an actor. Miller's going to read the lines.
Yeah, Miller's very erratic right now. And even people that have been on the set with Miller recently have said about how odd they have been acting. So they won't even put him on camera. I mean, that's telling to me.
Yeah, look, they, them disappeared for weeks after, and then there's an arrest, and we all know what's going on with that. I still think there's more to it. They
were charged, but they weren't even arrested.
No.
They're charged.
No, he has to show up in court or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it's like, look, this is just a timeline of this year. Again, we knew there were problems back in 2020 because of what happened in Iceland, and just this year. Threat.
The KKK thing, yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, let's people will give them a pass on that one.
Yeah, but it's like, do you really want to get into it and have these people show up at the movie at the set or something? March, we had the Hawaii incident. April, there's more Hawaii. June, Takata Iron Eyes, parents accusing Miller of grooming and
Now, to be fair, though, at the time. Now currently, Takata is an adult, so that's going to be harder.
Miller charged with felony burglary this month. I mean, it's just like, it just goes on and on. And
there was order of protection from another family and among there, and alleged that there was a woman and her children that were hanging out at his...
Yeah, he had a cult in Iceland. He's got another branch, and I mean, they're just going to wave it away. It's just going to go down the memory hole. They're going to probably... And again, this was the first of the three options. This is option one. And they're probably just going to keep him, they, them under lock and key until this movie comes out. And then after that, recast and just start over and just be like, I don't know, whatever happened to Ezra Miller, who cares?
Hopefully, I don't know if they're going to, I don't know if they're recast. That was option two. So they're combining option one and two.
Yeah, I think they'll recast. I think at this point they're like, let's just get through this. It's $200 million. I mean, I understand financially it's $200 million.
Oh, it's going to be much more $200 million when you have to pay off all the people you have to pay off to make all the crimes go away.
To make everything disappear. This is going to wind up being a billion dollar sink. That's where there you go, Twitter stands. That's where all the Batgirl money went. All the Batgirl money went to dealing with Ezra Miller's PR crisis.
Probably.
Yeah,
it's sad, but it's probably true.
It's probably true. So we're gonna wrap this up.
Yep.
This is it's funny because this, he said this is as we all know, this is not the end. It never is. We still have quite a bit of time until
June 23rd, 2023.
Yeah, until this movie comes out, almost a year. So there's plenty of time for Ezra to do something else.
But plenty of time for people to forget too.
Yeah, that's true. All right, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.